Listen, I was hoping nothing was off of Sauce Walka because I am a huge fan, like for real. But after I saw that Wicked Films interview a few days after he got shot and his artist Sayso P got unalived in front of him, something ain't adding up. Then he in there talking about leadership and he ain't planning on retaliating. Respectfully, that ain't the Sauce we know. Like, I get the growth, but I'm sitting back watching like, what's really going on?
I mean, you know, I took the risk and came to my brother's hometown with him. I stood next to him, and that's just a part of the streets. Like, you gotta take the good in with the bad. You sit next to a target, you become a target, no matter how you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a casualty of war. So as much as my heart is broke, as much as my soul is bleeding, I still respect the rules of the streets. I understand what come with this shit. I gotta make other people around me and people that's from my city and my state understand that as fucked up as the situation is, and I could have lost my life and my life was put in danger, it wasn't intentionally for me. And motherfucker could have took my life and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So good men down here from different cities and states, including mine, around here ready to do whatever by snapping my finger in retaliation to what happened to me and my little brother. But as much as it hurt my soul and it really break me down, I'm damn near getting emotional right now thinking about this shit. I can't retaliate because that's not righteous. Because my brother had his own dealings as a man that a nigga respect. And a motherfucker had the opportunity to make me 100% accountable for the same thing that they felt, whatever the situation is, because I still don't know what the situation is with my brother, but whatever it was, they could have held me the same level of accountable that they did him and took my life for no reason the same way. Whatever that his is taken.
Sauce Walka said he was committed to keeping the peace, but brace yourself for this. Then he goes on to say that 400 Mexicans called him to say, "What we on? We ready to slide." And what Sauce do? He said he had to talk all of them off the ledge. Like, nah, chill, bro, we staying peaceful. But come on, 400? That sound like a movie, not real life. I ain't saying he lying, but I can taste the caffeine in that cappuccino.
Man, this shit so fucked me. I got groups and groups. We talking about 300-400 Mexicans at a time. This grouped up with each other, calling me straight speaking Spanish. I talk to these niggas English all the time. But right now, since I'm shot and this shit out on the news, they can't talk English right now. I'm
They mad.
a bicho. We coming down there right now. That mad. They
Can't even
English every day. Right now, nigga, speak English.
You hear me?
Where you at? I'm coming right now.
Real talk.
Just chill, bro. Hold on. I ain't no fuck.
I know people like
Yo, when that Sauce Walka interview dropped, it was a straight up 50-50 split in the streets and on the net. On one hand, you have folks like Sayso P's family, rest in peace, who were like, nah, we're not rocking with this. They just lost their son, their blood. And here comes Sauce talking about peace and don't kill, don't spin. They was looking at him like, what is you on? You was there when our boy got dropped and now you preaching nonviolence? Miss us with that. But then on the flip side, you have folks clapping it up for Sauce. He's maturing now. He's choosing prosperity. He's on some Nipsey marathon type timing. They like, once you spin, it's not just the ops you ducking, it's the feds too. That Rico knocking heavy. So they proud of him for not getting into retaliation mode. Or so we thought. Because here's the thing. Everybody knew who the shooters were. The streets had names. The info was out. So for him to still play the peaceful card, it looked mature, sure, but also made folks start squinting like, wait, what's the real reason behind all this peacemaker energy? Sauce Walka out here talking peace after he found out who shot him? That threw everybody off. Everybody's like, yo, you Sauce, you got hitters on standby. And you saying, nah, fall back? You saying you told the goon squad to chill because they spared you, when most people would have just spun back. But yo, these dudes who shot at Sauce, straight up brain dead. They caught a body, then took their masks off in public. Like, what are we doing? Whole face out under a street cam, still in the same city, ain't even try to disappear. These ain't even street dudes. These are just crash dummies. Sauce didn't even have to slide. He basically spared them because they was sitting ducks anyway.
Well, tonight, Memphis police need your help to find this man. Officials say Jaden Dandridge, and they named him as a suspect in the murder of Memphis rapper Sayso P and the attempted murder of Houston rapper Sauce Walka. Now, the rappers were gunned down outside the Westin Hotel in broad daylight on March 22nd. Crime Stoppers is offering a $6,000 cash reward for any information leading to Dandridge's arrest.
Bro had to be a straight up idiot to shoot Sauce Walka in Memphis and then head to Houston right after. This is Houston. This is Sauce Walka City. When you think Houston, you think Jay Prince, Sauce Walka, Scarface. But either way, his name is in the top 3. That move was so stupid it fueled internet rumors that he was going to pick up a payment. Maybe he thought it was a setup or Sauce gave him a pass. But either way, he got zipped up real quick.
Details in the downtown shooting near FedEx Forum that killed Memphis rapper Sayso P and injured Houston rapper Sauce Walka. Memphis police say murder suspect Jaden Dandridge was found dead in Houston. The warrant for his arrest is now canceled. Police are now searching for 22-year-old Kevin Brown, who's been charged with murder and other crimes. The shooting happened March 22nd outside the Westin Hotel. Anyone with information on Brown's whereabouts should call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH.
And Memphis PD is cold with it. Days after announcing the first shooter's identity and confirming he got killed, they wasted no time naming the second suspect. And that second dude gotta be sweating. Not from the cops, but from the same people who got Jaden Dandridge, gone in Houston. He probably thinking they coming for him next. So now MPD announces the second suspect as 22-year-old Kevin Brown. Warrant already out. And I ain't gonna lie, Kevin Brown, you gotta turn yourself in, because the way they slid on Buddy, it's the best option for you. And I don't blame you. So yo, it's looking most likely like Kevin Brown's gonna be out of here by the time this video drops. It's like, bro, just take a life sentence. That's better than trying to outrun what's headed your way, because we all know them boys ain't playing with you. And the funny part, Sauce, Mr. Peace and Positivity, soon as he heard Jaden Dandridge got dropped in Houston, he hopped on IG with the slick talk. Nothing direct, but you could definitely tell he was taking credit without taking credit. Man, look, if we being real, Sauce knew exactly what he was doing. That song he posted right after the news broke, that wasn't random. He wanted people to read between the lines. And that doesn't mean he had anything to do with it. It just means that maybe he wanted folks to feel like maybe he had something to do with it. And that's where it gets dumb. We're in a time where feds and police departments are just waiting for rappers to mess up so they can crack down, especially the ones with money and influence. They already don't like the fact that you have legit businesses and you're tied to the streets. If you notice the last 2 weeks, every video I posted has Rico in the title. From the Young Thugs to the Rallos to the YFN Lucci's to the Little Babies to the Big U's. This ain't your time. Time to fly right. So when you post something that looks like a subliminal message, you're just giving them a head start. Even if you ain't guilty of that specific thing, don't make them start digging. Because once the feds start digging, they always come up with something. And it's usually pay dirt. But that's the problem with clout. You always have to put attention on yourself when you don't need to. But what really got me was the way Jaden Dandridge's family responded to all this. What had me tight was how his people reacted. They was out here emotional, talking about don't judge a book by its cover, saying he wasn't what we think he was. Like, nah, I get it, y'all grieving, but let's not act like folks ain't out here making choices. People hungry? Cool, but don't spin that into an excuse. He made a move that cost him his life. That's not on the world. That's on him. Stop throwing bad choices around like it explains everything. A bad choice is overdrawing your account, taking out a high interest loan that you can't pay back. What your brother did, that's not the same as forgetting to renew your license or quitting a job without giving 2 weeks notice or without a backup plan. Your brother linked up with another dummy, stole a car, pulled up with guns, unalived a man while shooting another one in the process. They have a name for that type of bad decision. It's called capital murder. Let's stop with the excuses. Your brother wasn't misunderstood. He knew exactly what he was doing. Now, of course, the sister had more to say. She posted, "This my MFN little brother. I love you, man. I don't get ghetto, but F it. And forget what anybody got to say. I know you. Your family know you. F them and their baby." Look, I'm not shocked a capital murderer came out of this type of energy. That's not love, that's delusional. But then she kept going. "You was sweet, just like your MFN big sister." Ma'am, this ain't sweet. You sound aggressive and angry and out of touch. And if he was anything like you, that explains everything. But she wrapped it up with the classic, "God got you. Send kisses to the fam." Yeah, once again, nah, sis, you don't get to mix murder and church in the same post. Y'all need prayer, but not the kind you think. All right, yo. Y'all gotta stop trying to bring God into everything. Because no, that wasn't a typo. They really out here acting like bro caught a body and went straight to heaven. And let's be real, God is not co-signing none of that. My little brother got his MFN ticket to heaven. Man, y'all gotta stop saying that. Do you remember when Q50 went on live and somebody asked him if Bloodhound Lil Jeff went to heaven? And he said that man is 50,000 miles away from there. Far away. So let's not play dumb. Bro ain't on no stairway to heaven. He's speeding in the opposite direction, rocking gasoline draws and a sulfur robe like he's trying to get there quicker. Everybody want to throw God into the mix like it's going to clean it up. Just because you cried and said a prayer, that cancels out what really happened? Sorry, it don't work like that. That ain't some divine reset button. You don't shoot somebody in cold blood, then hit God with a voice memo talking about, my bad. I prayed for him. He in a better place. No, he's not. I'm sorry, he's not. He's just not here no more. And that's a big difference. Y'all got to stop dressing up accountability in Bible verses. It's not going to change the ending. I'm sorry, but this is what happens when you grow up around people who never hold you accountable. Nobody telling you when you're out of pocket, just a whole bunch of adults passing around excuses. So when you crash out, it's always somebody else's fault, not yours. Dude wasn't trying to build nothing. He saw people his age doing better, making money, doing right. And instead of getting motivated, he got jealous, took a shortcut, risked it all, and didn't even make it out the play. And even his sister kind of slipped up. She said he went down there to get some money. Now, we don't know where that money come from, and I'm not saying it's from Sauce. I'm not gonna sit here and speculate. But once you put that out there, people start connecting dots that might not even be real. At the end of the day, bro ain't have to go out like that. But envy with no direction, that'll lead you straight to a dead end every time. And if you made it this far, click the left side of your screen to see why baby's gonna be arrested for RICO charges within the next 90 days. And also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm so I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but...
Fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.